All right, so hello everybody. I am finally getting around to being able to post this color acrylic video. I know I've been telling everybody I was going to get it up, so I'm finally being able to get it up for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. What I'm doing right here is I'm using a carbide bit and a piece of chalk. That's what I use to make my color acrylics with. I use chalk. I just use some regular pastel chalks from, like, you can get some I think from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. I think all craft stores probably sell chalk. I do not use the oil-based chalks because they do have chalks that contain oil. So the chalks that I use are pastel, and I use this carbide bit because the carbide bit to me it helps a lot for as you won't have any chunks left in your mixes, because sometimes when you're grinding down chalks, crayons, or anything like that, when it comes down to making mixes, you have chunks in it. And like I said before, it took me so long to try to figure out a way to make my color acrylics using chalks without having that chunky, dark pieces in the mixes sometimes. So this is the best way. Like I said, you want to just make sure that you have a bowl that's deep enough, because as you can see, the chalk kind of gets like all around the sides, and it can get in your face as well. So you want to just make sure the bowl is deep enough. And so I'm just scraping the excess off the sides, and as you can probably see right now, like, it's real powdery. Like, you do not have, like, seriously, I don't have any chunks in it at all. And that's, like I said, that's what I really like about using the drill. There's no chunks in it. I don't have to worry about any of that. So I'm just scraping it off the sides. I think personally you could really use like a brush or something to do that part. I, for one, just use the spoon because that's what I had sitting beside me at the time. But you can use a brush or something like that. I'm gonna just take that tube right there to put my raw chalk in. You can use anything you want, but I use the little container like that because I don't make a big quantity of the color acrylics when I make them, because I keep some pigment just in case. I don't make a whole lot of it. So that's the raw mix, as you can see, and you can look at it and tell that I don't have any chunks in it at all. It looks just like a pigment that you would probably purchase out of Hobby Lobby somewhere, because you can buy pigments, and so it looks just like a pigment like that. So that's what I really really like about it. So using that carbide bit really helps a lot. I really recommend using that. That's the container that I'm going to use to make my mix in. Like I said, I do not make big quantity of mixes. I like to make a mix and then try to see how well my clients like it and how well people request it. And once I see how well they request it, that's when I go and make a bigger batch. But I just use 2 scoops. As you can see, I like to use 2 scoops because when using 2 scoops, you can see that the colors come out more vibrant and they're a little bit more pigmented. You can use 1 scoop, that's up to you, but I chose to use two because, like I said, my colors they really pop. So 2 scoops to me is the best. And right here, I'm just using my clear Tammy Taylor acrylic powder. I use 3 scoops of this, and the spoon that I'm using is a 1/4 teaspoon, and I just use 3 scoops. Now, what when it comes down to this part, what you can do is just add the clear acrylic a little bit at a time, because you don't want to add too much powder, and you don't want to add. It's best to do two. It's best. Let me see. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's best to add less than it is to add more. Okay. So you can always go in and add a little bit more, because if not, then you're gonna have to add more pigment. Then you're gonna have to add more of this. Then you might end up adding too much of that. So I like to just add 3 scoops first, and then I like to test it. And if it's not the consistency that I want, I go back in and I add some more. So you just want to really just kind of weigh your options right there. You know how you want your acrylic to come out, and you know how you'll want it to look. So what you're gonna see me do right here is just test. test it to make sure that it's the right consistency. And I just used like some old tips that I had laying around in the shop, and I just use those to test it on. You can use whatever you want. Like I said, you can use whatever is best for you. I just use those, and you can see by the way that ball look and how the bead look that it does not have enough clear acrylic in it. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add some more. I think I'm gonna add like 2 more scoops. So in all, I would have used um, five 1/4 of a teaspoon of clear acrylic to two 1/4 of a teaspoon of the green pigment. So I'm gonna shake it up again, and then I'm gonna give it another go to see how it looks. And like I said, it all depends on you. Everybody is different. It depends on how you want yours to come out. Me, I that just was not the right consistency for me. But like I said, it probably would have worked for someone else. But me personally, it was just not right. So I wanted to add more. And here's the second go, which um, hopefully it comes out. It came out really good. You can see the ball. The bead looks a lot better than what it did before. So that's what I wanted it to look like. It was easy. It was easy to pick up. You know, I didn't have to dip it too many times in the acrylic to try to get it to lift up. So that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna add glitter to this one. So you're gonna see me add some glitter to it. Now the first thing of glitter that I did add was some glitter that I purchased, I think from Walmart, which you can see right here. That glitter for some reason did not sparkle enough for me. I used again 1/4 of a teaspoon, and it did not sparkle enough for me at all. So what I had to do was I had to go in and I ordered some more glitter from Make Thefts a while ago, and I went in and that's the glitter that I had to use to give it that pop and that sparkle that I wanted it to have. So this green glitter right here did not do it, which you'll probably see. You'll see in the video that it didn't have any kind of shine to it. I think like really like you really can't see the glitter in there at all, and that's not glittery enough for me. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add my Maythep's glitter, which you see right there, and that's actually the same glitter that I used in my other sparkle color acrylics that I made. Look how that sparkle. So Maythep's glitter is great. I really recommend it. I enjoy using them. Like I said, it's very pigmented, and you can see that the glitter really pops in it. So I love it. So what I like to do is I let the acrylic dry, and then I come back in and I top coat it with my A Plus top coat by Tammy Taylor, and that's it. So these are the still pictures. That's the raw mix, as you can see. And then I'm just gonna show the mix that I did, and then the nail. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't talk too much in it. But as always, you guys be blessed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.